In today's video tutorial, I'm going to make a quick and easy card, and we're going to be using a product that unfortunately it's going to be retiring as of May 1st. It's the last day that you'll be able to order since we're having that new catalog launch on May 2nd. So I'm excited about that. I hope you are as well. I can't wait to show you all the great products from that catalog. Well, maybe not all of them because, you know, then I'd go broke. And so I did pick and choose some really fun designer series paper, and I can't wait to show you the new colors that we have, color refresh, and also some returning colors. And of course we have the new in colors, which will be replacing the old in colors. So some are staying, some are going. Anyway, today's video tutorial is a very quick and easy card. I'll be featuring the Hues of Happiness designer series paper, as well as the Happiness Abounds dies and the Pansy Patch stamp set. The Pansy Patch stamp set will still be available when the new catalog launches. Unfortunately, the Hues of Happiness and the Happiness Abounds are going to be retiring. So if you want to get that set, if you haven't gotten it yet, definitely get it. It's beautiful. The papers are gorgeous. I've been hoarding them, although I have used them a couple of times, but I have been hoarding them. So this card does feature the Hues of Happiness designer series paper. So let me turn the camera down and we'll get started with today's card. If you'd like to get in touch with me, or if you'd like to place an order, this is how you could reach me at www.mariarobinson.stampingup.net, and my April host code is what you see on the screen. So when you do place your order, please use that, so then I can send you a thank you gift just for shopping with me. So I'll leave that here. Actually, you won't be able to see that, so we'll just put it here. I will also put the host code in the description below the video. So let me set that aside. All right, so this is the gorgeous paper that I was talking about. It's called Hues of Happiness. And as you can see, it's very bright, cheerful, colorful. I thought it was perfect for this beautiful weather that we've been having here in the Northeast. It's been very hot. And actually, we just had a storm recently on Saturday. So, and this I'm recording on Sunday. So it's a beautiful day today. Temperatures have come down quite a bit. So it's my perfect weather that I like. Not so much the, although, you know, it did get up in the 80s last week. And I did enjoy that because there was no humidity. Humidity and we don't do well. So anyway, this is what we'll be using today. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and cut some of the pieces out here. What I'll be doing is, what's nice about the dies is that the Happiness Abounds dies is that they cut out these images here. So like you just would lay them down like so and run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then you got your leaves, a couple of leaves. Got this one here, and then another one which I'm going to be using, the double leaf. And that one cuts this here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I guess you can. And then we also can cut this other, two more flowers. I've got this one here. And if you're running these at the same time, make sure that they're not butt up against each other. And then this one cuts the rose down here. So pretty cool. So I did already cut some of those out. I will show you how I cut out the double leaf though, since I did not cut that one out yet. I thought I'd leave something to show you guys how to do it. But it's really simple. So as I mentioned, Happiness Abounds is the, I'm using the dies. Unfortunately, these are retiring. So as of last time I checked, I believe they were still available. So hopefully they still are if you're interested in them. But remember, you can use, I mean, it doesn't have to be the Hues of Happiness designer series paper. This project, this card that I'm going to be making, oops, I knew that was going to happen. I just dropped one of my dies, the one that I need. I got it though. You can use any designer series paper that you have on hand, and this actually works well with scraps, and you'll see what I mean in just a second when I cut the paper down. And I just, you know what, I didn't do this, and I'm not sure which I think I'm going to use. I don't think, the colors that I'm using are Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay and Daffodil Delight. So I've already gone ahead and cut the cardstock 8.5 by 5.5. Yeah, 8.5 by 5.5. Had to think about that. And it's scored at 4 1/4 right down the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that up. And then I also have a piece of Bermuda Bay, just scrap. Scrap piece of Daffodil Delight. And then I have 2 pieces of basic white, which are cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. One will be for the outside, one's going on the inside. And then we're going to need probably about, I mean, each strip is going to be 3/4 of an inch by 6 inches, and then you'll be cutting that down. So I would say safely maybe 4 inches by 6 inches, just to be on the safe side. And this is the one that I'm going to be using. I thought this was beautiful. And then I'll be using, oh, I'm sorry, no, wait, it's this one. Sorry, my mistake. Is it this one here? This one. You know, these two look so similar, right? Except that this one's got the Night of Navy in the background, and this one's more, you know, it's got all the flowers scattered. So this is the one I'm using. And then on the other side, it's got the crosses here. So really pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this set. It's so pretty. I'm sad to see it go, but you know what? Well, out with the old, in with the new, right? There'll be new stuff coming along soon, and I can't wait to show you. It's so beautiful. All right, so let me get my paper trimmer. Knock everything over here. All right, so I think the easiest thing for me to do, and then I'll probably just do this so I can make 2 cards. I won't make them now, but I can make one later. So I'm gonna cut this down 6 inches, and then I'm gonna cut it down another 6 inches. So we've got a 6 by 6 piece of paper that we're working with. We'll set those aside. We can use those another time. All right, so now I'm going to cut 3/4 inch strips. And again, as I said, you could use just scraps that you have on hand. This is perfect for that. And we'll be needing 3 of these. So that's 1, 2, and last one. 3. There we go. Okay. Set this aside. I don't need it right now. And this is just extra. So I've got my 3 strips. So basically how they're going to go is we'll have the 2 pieces on the outer parts facing forward with the flowers up, and then the cross ones on the other side. So let me show you the example first that I have here. So here's a card that I had created a few days ago. It's a Mother's Day card. I think this one's going to be a thank you card because I do need many thank yous to send to my customers who've placed orders with me in the past. So you'll notice that I put this on the, it's landscape, horizontal. Today's card, I'm going to do this portrait, vertical. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to be trimming those. So you just play with it, decide how you want to put them. Do I want it like this? Maybe I want it going the other way, or I kind of like it on an angle, though I don't like it straight across. Should I do this? I think I'm going to do this going the other way, though. I think I want it to go this way. I like that. And then this will leave me the area here to put my sentiment. All right. So basically what you want to do after you've lined them up and you're happy with it, I would say leave one on there. Like I would leave probably the end one and then take these two away. Leave that there. Add your adhesive to the back. And you don't want to put too much because it'll goosh on you like I just did there. Add that center piece. And really, I didn't even need it to go to the end because I'm going to be cutting those pieces off. So before I get some on my work surface, let me get my silicone. Oh, I did get it on the work surface. All right, we'll get that over here. And I'll add some of the glue that I got on my work surface on the other piece. All right, let's add some glue to this piece. I love my silicone craft mat because if I get glue on it, I'm not worried about it, because when it dries, I just roll it up into a ball and it comes off. So, and then we'll get that last piece on. And as I said, these are just going to get trimmed, so I'm not worried about them hanging off the basic white. And once they've dried, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine with the Fern 3D embossing folder. All right, there we go. All right. Just want to make sure it's good and dry and I don't have too much gooshing out there. Okay, let's set that aside to dry. Let me get my paper trimmer again. And what I like to do is I like to put it back in the paper trimmer so I can measure 4 inches from on the top. And then I can just cut those pieces off. You can also use your scissors, and I see that it didn't completely cut, so I do need to trim it with the scissors anyway. Got my scissors here. I just want to trim this excess. I'll do the same on this side. I wonder if I cut this down smaller than 4 inches. Maybe that was the problem. Oh, that one's fine. And then I got this little piece here, which you're just going to use the scissors to take that off, I think. All right, then once this is dry, which I think it's pretty good now, I'm going to get my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. because I'm using a 3D folder, I need my base plate, which is plate number 1. And then I need my embossing folder, which is right here, the Fern 3D embossing folder. And again, you can use whatever you have on hand, whatever you like. But if you would like to place an order with me and you'd like any of the products that I'm showing, certainly you can do that. I would love to have you as my customer if you're not working with another demonstrator. All right, so we're going to run that through the embossing machine here. And the top plate is plate number 4, and it's only used with the 3D embossing folders because they're thicker than the regular embossing folders. There you go. You see that? Hope it shows up. So pretty. The embossing just gives it such a nice detail, I think. Let's put this aside. I think we're done with this. So there's that piece. I think we are ready to put this down on the card. So then I'll just adhere that to the Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana. I get Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay mixed up all the time. Coastal Cabana obviously is the lighter color. Bermuda Bay is the darker color. And Bermuda Bay is actually retiring. It's one of the retiring colors. I'm going to put a good amount of adhesive to the back of this. Because it's embossed, I want to make sure it adheres to my card front. I don't want it falling off. And I like using the liquid glue because then if I don't get it on straight, I can wiggle it around and get it there straight. All right, so we'll set that aside. Let me get my mini cut and emboss machine so I can show you how I cut those little pieces, the leaves and the flowers that I'll be using on the card. So basically what you want to do is when you're using the designer series paper, obviously this is too big to fit through your machine. I mean, naturally through the small one, but even the larger one, this won't fit. So you want to cut out a piece that you're going to be using so that you make it small enough to fit through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So this was just a scrap that I had, and I wanted to show you what you do. So basically you just put you lay your plates down. So I have plate number 1, plate number 2. I'm going to lay down my paper. And with the mini cut and emboss machine, you need to stagger your plates, otherwise it doesn't engage for some reason. So just lay that on here. My fingers are sticky, so they're sticking to the paper. All right, then put your plate number 2. And it moved on me. Certainly I could use a Post-it note to hold it down, but I don't think I have any in here right now. Yeah, I do. I have some Post-it notes. All right, so let's lay that down. Because it's a small piece of paper, I just want to be certain that I cut through it and it doesn't move on me. And what I'm looking for is so that there's no white showing through the die. All right, and you just run that through the machine. Oh, you know, I'm righty, but I usually do this with my left hand. because I had my machine flipped around. Okay, put that here. This here, and that there. And then you have your die cut leaves, perfectly cut. Whoops. All right. So I'm sure this has dried now. Let me get my punch, my double oval punch, and I'm going to be punching out the scalloped oval from the Bermuda Bay. And then I'm going to stamp with Bermuda Bay on the Daffodil Delight, and then we'll cut that out with the smaller oval punch. Let me get my Pierce mat out since I'm using a photopolymer stamp. And basically what I did on my Pierce mat is I just lined it with a piece of grid paper, taped it to the back so it makes it easier. And this way when I'm, you know, playing around with inks and all that and I need to stamp off my paper, I don't have to worry about getting it on the mat. Okay, close this and we'll punch this out. Oops, let's go this way. Just line that up, and when you're happy with it, punch down. And that was the double oval punch. I love this punch. I think we're done with this. Let's put this together now. All right, so I'm going to adhere this. I'll put a little bit of glue on this piece, and then the other piece, once that's on straight, it's a little crooked. So I'm going to put it down with dimensionals. I'll have that right here. Or should I go up here? No, I think I like it down here. Or do I want to add my flowers down here? So I have some flowers here. Let's see. I may want to add this down here. And this up here, maybe. Or do I want to just add this down here like so? Ah, such decisions, right? Too bad I'm not live, otherwise you guys could help me with this. There, or do I like it there? I think I like that better. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then we'll add some leaves behind it. Just playing around with it, getting it right. Just one set of leaves is fine. And then I'll put that on the inside. Okay. All right, so let's put this on here. Just add a little bit of glue. I'll put that underneath. And I'll add some glue on the back of the flower. This glue is like rushing out. Not sure why. And then my dimensionals.
add my dimensionals behind here, and one more. And then we are going to add, I can close up the glue. Oh, no, you know what? Let me put this piece on the inside. Let's add this to the inside. And then I'm going to add one of the flowers on the inside as well. The big one. I think I'll put the big one with one of these leaves behind it. Like so. All right. Add some glue. Add some glue to the back of the flower. And then we will add our embellishments. Trying to stay away from the fold line, otherwise the flower is going to fold. All right, so there you go. Now I can close up my glue so I don't end up getting it all over the place. And let's get some embellishments. So I can't decide what embellishments I want to use here. Got a whole bunch of them. So we've got these new ones, the pastel adhesive backed sequins. They come in 2 different sizes and 3 different colors. These are like shades of colors. I'm not sure if this is balmy blue, maybe I wonder if it's the new color, the new in color, the boho blue. And then this is bubble bath, I would think. And then we have gold or champagne. Then we have our gilded gems. I believe these are still available. These I know are, I think. I know they were in the mini catalog, so maybe not. Then we have our gold faceted adhesive backed sequins. My favorite, the brushed brass butterflies. And then the Fun Flowers resin shapes. These, I believe, are either retired or retiring. Not sure now. But I almost like the flowers on here, just because it's all florally. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put the flowers, put one down here, and then I'll put a butterfly. I think that would look nice. And then my butterflies. Let's move these out of the way. And let's add a butterfly. I think I'll put a little butterfly right over here. Get it off my finger. There you go. And there you go. Pretty easy and quick. And then this is the other one I had done previously for Mother's Day. We have the thank you, the Mother's Day. And then this is one that I had also done previously with Hues All That, the designer series paper, which is retiring as well. But the set, He's the Man, is not retiring. So you can still get that. And this was Happy Birthday. I got to show you something. You're going to laugh at this, okay? So I wanted to make this a happy birthday card, but then somehow I turned it into a happy birthday, happy Father's Day card. So hopefully I can find somebody who has a birthday on Father's Day. Otherwise, my husband's getting this, although his birthday's in April, so oh well. I'm sure he wouldn't care, though. I thought you'd laugh about that and like that little tidbit I gave you there, just to show that I do make mistakes. So, gang, I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to order any of the products that I showed today, you've got my April host code. Please use that when ordering. My website's right there. Or anything else that you'd like to order from me. I'd love to have you as a customer. And if you have any questions, you can also reach me there. My contact information is also found in the description below the video. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Tuesday, and my Fun Fold Fridays will be starting back up again on May 5th. So a few more weeks. And yeah, so then you'll get notified. Make sure you hit that bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And to my current subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I love to read your comments. Please be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. I hope you give these cards a try. And, you know, if you do, make sure that you mail them out to people. Spread some happiness. You know, brighten somebody's day. Anyway, till next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.